Alright, let's go ahead and change or put in fork oil. Forks have been refurbished and the seals have replaced and all that. They're clean inside, so they're going to need all the oil that they require. So it says it's 5.7 ounces for this bike. And I'm assuming that's per tube. So here we go. I had an extra tenth of an ounce in there just because I figured there'd be some loss, but there's probably not that much loss, so I'm going to just leave a little off. There we go. Get another 5.7 ounces here in my jar. I'm actually using a scale to measure it, and it's interesting that I get about 7.5 ounces on the measuring cup here when it weighs to 5.7, so something to keep in mind when you're changing your fork oil. Again, I went 1/10 of an ounce over, so I'm just keeping a little bit back. I think the range is plus or minus about a half an ounce, so I don't believe it's that critical, but anyway, that's fork oil in the tubes. This little clip on the front here, you guys, this is what they call a helmet lock. Does anybody know what this helmet lock, you can see it there, what's supposed to go on this helmet lock, or how they're using it to lock a helmet onto the bike? If you do, I'd like to know. Should be good. Got new seals on that. Don't like that. The helmet lock is pointing a little off straight forward, which I think is how it's supposed to be. And I'm trying not to gull the upper tree. And that looks good. Other than my fingerprints all over the nice polished bolts. Alright, that's that. Just kind of wiping things down as I go. Keep it clean, polished up, fingerprint free so it doesn't tarnish. Alright, so that should be the forks full of oil now. Definitely feel the change as I cycle the front shocks here. I can feel the air get out of the lower part of the shocks and it really start dampening. So it feels real good. Alright, let's see what's next. I think we'll work on the battery box next. I have to put that together. Painted all the pieces of it. I'll show you those here in a second. Hopefully you could see these. But basically I got the pieces of the battery box painted, so ready to go back in. This is just a semi-gloss, semi-gloss black paint, which is pretty close to what they would have had at the time. I didn't have these powder coated, I just painted them. The boxes were a little rough in a couple areas, but it's going to be hidden by the side covers and all that, so it's just a matter of getting a good coat of paint on them so they basically don't start rusting. Basically we'll go on over here. I don't think you can see that because I have you too far back. Again, it's just going to go in here like this. you can see that. But it'll get bolted up. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and put the there's a cotter pin that goes into this portion here for the door. Hopefully you can see that. So cotter pin goes in there. I got to put the screw and the little barrel that goes inside of the door here in, and find the screw for the box itself to bolt to the side over here. Alright, I think I'll bring you back for that. Let me get those parts together. Gotta search for them. Got a lot of boxes of parts. Alrighty. Alright, got the battery box prepped. Battery holder, battery box, prepped, ready to go in. Should be pretty easy here. What I need to do is basically bolt it down to this side here. And as I say, I have it prepped and ready to go. I don't, because I think I'm going to have to chase those threads on the frame because of the powder coating. Double check that. Yeah, it's a little tight. Maybe I can get it in there. Give me a second. It's a little tight, but not too bad. I think we can go with it. If not, I'll chase it out. Socket here. Make the box kind of level, of course. That looks pretty good. Alright, time for the handlebars. Handlebar time. Wiring. Brake cable. Let's see here. Probably right about there. Something to start with. I'll put the seat on it and get a better feel for where the handlebars are at. Pretty close. So that's not bad. Alrighty. Okay, not tight, but taut. Just for now until we adjust it for the rider. Alright, figure out what the next step is.